Hello everybody, bonjour tout le monde, comment ça va? Bonne fête du Nouveau-Brunswick, happy New Brunswick Day everybody. So I would like to welcome you to move towards the stage. I know many of you are in front of the Legislative Assembly building. You can move towards the stage for the beginning of our fabulous day of festivities. So I'll give you time to move towards the stage so you can be witness to the first numbers of today. Je m'appelle Monique Poirier. Je vous arrive de Notre...
I'm from Notre Dame in the southeast of the province, and I'm going to have the privilege of being your MC this afternoon. I'll plug the holes throughout the day. I'm super happy to be with you. So,
I'm going to kick it off here in a few minutes. Hello! Come on over, folks. We're going to kick it off on this stage. We'd like everybody to be in front of the stage for the very beginning of this fantastic day that was put on here for everyone. And before we kick things off, j'ai des remerciements.
I have some important thanks. I will thank several people in groups, and it's not for nothing because it's because of those people, the Sergeant at Arms Gilles Côté, for letting us use this location.
Au Sergent d'Armes.
A big thank you to Gilles Côté, Sergeant at Arms, for allowing us to be here this afternoon.
I even have some drums here. Puis rapidement, je vais passer.
And quickly, I'll go through the sponsors and partners of this nice day.
A.D. Irving Limited, Port of St. John, Port of Belledune, Medavi, and the group Westco. And the event sponsors, the City of Fredericton, Downtown Fredericton Incorporated, St. Mary's First Nation, Business Fredericton North, and the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce. A big hand for all these folks. Un gros merci à toutes.
A big thank you to all the organizations and people who have made it possible for us to be here today.
Stepping forward for New Brunswick. La journée, l'événement au complet s'appelle à l'œuvre pour
Stepping forward for New Brunswick, for my New Brunswick, you will see a lot of artists, a multitude of artists from New Brunswick for the rest of the day and the evening, and it will end with fireworks. So we'll have lots of things for you to do.
Filled with performances from incredible artists from New Brunswick. I can't wait for everybody to discover everyone on stage here. So let's get things started right away. So if you would all turn your attention here towards the stage, we're going to start with an opening prayer. On va commencer avec une...
We'll start with an opening prayer to give the launching of this date.
Welcoming Elder Maggie Paul from St. Mary's First Nations. She will be doing the opening prayer. Right after her opening prayer, on stage you will see the Muskrat Singers who have performed together for over 20 years on the powwow trails and in several events. And right in front of the stage, you will see the Jingle Dress Dancers. So today on the performance, on the dancing, we will have Nisa Kennedy, Autumn Jacquart, Celia Wilson, and we will also have a 6-year-old dancer called Macy and a 2.5-year-old dancer called Nola. So you don't want to miss this. Turn your heads toward the stage. And the Jingle Dress Dancing is a healing dance. And I think we will all agree that we are all in need of healing. So I will leave you with Elder Maggie Paul, with the Muskrat Singers, and then with the Jingle Dress Dancers. Do you want me to put it on here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think. Or maybe I can hold it, so I don't want to be here.
You want to do this here?
Yeah.
Do you need your drum?
I'm just heating it up. I'm heating it up for now. Let the sun get
Okay,
up. I'll sing after.
Okay.
I got to heat up my drum. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, Wally Busquep, see the when? Skijino, oh, no, the one, oh, need dub. Barbara, Chalachali. Oh, Neil Lewis, Manimki, Quebessic, I said, I'll tell it better. Chicken ox nil, no jay, I'll see buying the Genwig, Ekbahag, Sagmawi Malik. No las Walter Manelli is he Babachim ki you not up good at on you deadly Maguaholiday, you'd gilwa, you'd dark walk and ache, as you will in a walk, as you will eat a walk, keep you will one gizilcon. No las Walter Man. I asked the east direction to be here, and that golden eagle that comes from the east. It's a big, large golden eagle that comes flying here to be with us in the spiritual moment, the ceremony. And ask the grandmothers and grandfathers to be here. Babechi man ned dupkwan just si jeepalag and you'd pechi to wian. Nagan na ju wicha yagon and gilon you that limagwahola de get mouse wino galin oxide. Nidolgue wacha yawig bamaus wakan. Nidolgue wacha yawol tit gokumasin of mosumson at pejiola dinia. Nagan na ju magwahola din and you'd gilon at li magwahola de gildake wagan at libamiak. Nidolgue mouse wagan wacha yawig ki chiwli one gizilkun giziksato nid pechip yod. Nid wuli da has wagan. Ki chiwaliwan. Babachiman, saunas and you'd pejian, nidolguyo, ewigi nadapsagilsa sid zig when eli wisit, pejian, naga pejipan, eli noxid was as a what yawol tit is saunasnik, pejiola did I naga naju which I yagon and your bemkiskok, pejipan, gokmas and mosum sunagawigol tit is saunasnik, pejiola dinia, naga ya, see when eli wisit. Negam na wida be pechipan and wabe dupkwan just said wabe paspipas kunan naga wabe malsum pejianya na negamo naga naju wit kwabi dagon and you'd gilon and limagwahol diek ki chuliwan gizilkon giziksat on it saunasan gizilkon reshmal like giziksat and skiasan you'd pejian nidolpi gokmasan of muslims and negojayawol tited pejiola dinia. Nagan what that's aqua sid wabe bus people skunan in Nagamela sid what we just telegil wabbing, telegil wabmagon, Tilan Kayagon, Ninad Elit Basid, Dankayagon, you'd gillen what you'd be melody, you'd skit kamik. Nidolgi wachaya, we kamiwan, Latigo Wesson, Bedalki, Wachausen, Nipayo, Besazama, Pseudanid Wachayawol Dinia, Pejoladinia. Kokmasin of Mosumson, which I all did what Giasnik, Pijoladinia, you'll dark a walk and Edley Bamiak, Kichuli, one Gizilton, Gizixaton, Skiasan. Gizilcomish like Zixaton, what? Lot to Guasan, Nikokmasin of Mosumson, the Gawigol did what lot to Guasnik, and Lankayon moted Pison, Pejip Dunayud, Nagayud, Pejiawi, your Pison, Tuakania, Kasamiut Gizio, some Giziwi, Kujaman. To work on your pison, which you give you woolly dazzle, the Akmeson and milk, Nagak Chichaknan, Nagayud Wolit Panman, what you give you woolly bedazzle, the egg. He chili one gives you exact and what lot the grass and it gunsos like what you all teated. He chili one gives you okon. Gives you okon, much more like excel, Gigwason, Negam de squash away, Gigwason. De pseudo de gilon klagod ultiben, pseudo de gilon klagod ultiben, you'd ewigol teg you'd skit kamik. He chuli one gizi okon gizi beji pat gigwasan. Beji pan na bagwas at lot when mowing good ni bayo, bes sesmek, as you will in oxol teated. Naga wad ewa bill, musquanak peji on you'd. Naga neck will, neck dark make peji on you, naga pseudo de will new. Kichiulun gisiukum psiudan it gisi pechiptun. Psiude yudiultuk samia edu chiwuli chiksen motitin. Chachako gatas weekly mom got you test. Pechioladinia. Kichiulun gisiukun. My English name is Maggie Paul. I'm also known as Maggie Millions, Magic Maggie, Magpie, and Maggie May. I am from the Passamaquoddy tribe in Maine, and I now reside at Ekpahug at St. Mary's, and I asked the Creator to bring in the east direction. That golden eagle, that big, gigantic golden eagle that comes from that direction, come fly here to be with us, to bring that beautiful spirit of that golden eagle here for us. And then I asked the grandmothers and grandfathers to come here, to bring that beautiful spirit, to be amongst us all here. I asked the Creator to bring that beautiful wellness and peacefulness from the east. And that's the direction of life. That's the direction of life, people. That's a beautiful direction. Giving thanks to the Creator for sending in that direction. Then I asked the Creator to send in that south direction where that little girl Spring lives. She is so beautiful. Her hair is all the way down here. I've seen her before. She has a golden strike on her forehead here. It's so beautiful. And I asked her to bring all the children that comes from the south to be here amongst us all, to bring that happiness and the joyfulness what the children bring, and for them to come here. Then I asked that white buffalo and the white wolf that helps that little girl Spring to bring all the goodness, to bring all the happiness with them to here. When we ask them to come, they come immediately. I give thanks to the Creator for sending in that direction. And that's the direction of the child. And I ask the Creator to send that west direction. On top of that mountain is where that white buffalo sits and is constantly looking around this creation, looking for us, protecting us, taking care of us. That's what that white buffalo is there for. That's the duty that white buffalo has. And I ask the grandmothers and grandfathers that come from that direction to be here. The thunder, the lightning, the rain, the night, the stars, and the wind, all of them to be here with us today. And that's the direction of the midlife. When we're midlife, we don't want to know, we don't want to accept whether we're going to be teenagers, dancing around, bopping around, or whether we're going to be old people. I think I'd sooner pick the dancing around for now. Then I asked the Creator to send in that north, that beautiful north where the grandmothers and grandfathers live. They are the protectors and the givers to bring that medicine that comes from the north, to bring it here for us to use. Just imagine that medicine. Imagine in your thoughts, in your heart, and your spirit, that medicine is here, because when we ask for that medicine, when we ask the Spirit to come here and all the ancestors, they're here immediately. Don't you doubt it one bit, because they are. I did that before. I doubted, and they showed me. Boom! And I'm giving thanks to the Creator for sending in that direction. And that white bear that lives in that north, that white bear, you can take that white bear home. The spirit of that white bear, take him home with you. If you want to individually heal yourself, that white bear will stand beside you and help you. Ask that white bear to help you, to heal yourself. And that's what that white bear is for, to use, to help, to help us heal ourselves. I'm giving thanks to the Creator for sending in that north direction. Then I asked the Creator to send in our Mother, the Earth. She is our first mother. So therefore, we all live on this earth, so we're all related. We're all brothers and sisters. So let's act like brothers and sisters. and feel like brothers and sisters. Right on, because she is our mother. I give thanks to the Creator for sending in all that, and I ask the Creator to send in that Grandma Moon to be here, and the Father Sky to be here, and what's underneath the ground to be here, and what's all around here to be here. I give thanks to the Creator. And I want to sing the song. The song is called Chui All Now Salty Bun. I want to sing that song. Don't John Lewis does it in English. Yeah, that's right. Look inside ourselves. Yeah, it's that song anyway. I want to sing that. I heated up my drum. Just hold on there. Wow. It's called the Humble Song. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật kỳ siêu con. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật cha đen. Chỉ đoan quay vô tí nền mà wam ka ba số tí nền. Hoa tê we biwa ma wam ka ba số tí nền. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật cô cầm sân ốc. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật mô sống sân ốc. Chỉ đoan quay vô tí nền mà wam ka ba số tí nền. Hoa tê we biwa ma wam ka ba số tí nền. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật wa di sực. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật wa di sực. Chỉ đoan quay vô tí nền mà wam ka ba số tí nền. Hoa tê we biwa ma wam ka ba số tí nền. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật bao suy nốt. Chweel nào số tí bên lấp mình gật bao suy nốt. Chỉ đoan quay vô tí nền mà wam ka ba số tí nền. Hoa tê we biwa ma wam ka ba số tí nền. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the Creator. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the mountain. We gotta bend down low, know what they know. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandmothers. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of our grandfathers. We gotta bend down low, know what they know. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the children. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the children. We gotta bend down low and know what they know. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up. We gotta humble in the eyes of the people. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the people. Gotta bend down low, know what we know. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up higher and higher. We can raise each other up. Woo! Thank you.
Hey!
Thank you so much to the Muskrat Singers. Merci, merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. And Jingle Dress Dance.
To Elder Maggie Paul for the inspiring opening prayer. And she said that sometimes we call her Magic Maggie. I think Magic Maggie has spread such an incredible energy here in Fredericton. So I ask you now to turn towards the Legislative Assembly building. On va voir la levée du...
We'll have the raising of the flag as well as the official opening for the day.
Official opening ceremonies in just a few minutes. Please turn your attention to the flagpole as we raise our New Brunswick flag during a moment of silence to remember the 46 individuals who lost their lives to COVID-19, and in honor of the hard work, service, and determination of so many New Brunswickers over the past year. This moment is also a time to reflect on our heritage and culture and what it truly means to be a New Brunswicker as we step forward to a new chapter and a brighter future. Je vous invite maintenant.
I now invite you to join me in a moment of silence while we proceed to the raising of the New Brunswick flag. This moment of silence is in memory of the 46 victims of COVID-19. We also hope to benefit of this moment in order to pay homage to the extraordinary work and the determination of exemplary nature of New Brunswick and during the past year. So let's also take this a moment to think about our culture, about our heritage, and the diversity of our province. It is a new chapter that is starting. Let's move ahead together.
Accueillons maintenant l'honorable.
Let's now receive Honorable Bill Oliver, President of the Legislative Assembly of New Brunswick.
Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of New Brunswick, the Honorable Bill Oliver.
Thank you, and good afternoon. What a great day to be celebrating New Brunswick Day here in Fredericton. I'm so pleased that we could be all here on the grounds of the Legislative Assembly, and it's my honor as the Speaker of the New Brunswick Legislative Assembly to welcome you to the grounds here. And as this is the People's House, it's very appropriate that we gather here today to celebrate together. I would like to thank our Lieutenant Governor, the Honorable Brenda Murphy, Her Honor Linda Boyle, the Premier and Mrs. Higgs, Mr. Melanson, Mr. Kuhn, and Mr. Austin, my colleagues and friends, for their participation in today's ceremonies. I hope you enjoy the day and all that is planned. This year, we are once again able to celebrate all that is great about New Brunswick together. J'espère que nous
I hope that we will benefit of today's day and the activities that are foreseen. Once again, this year, we'll be able to celebrate together all that is available and formidable in New Brunswick.
Brunswick have shown by their resilience, determination, and caring what a great place New Brunswick is. And now, the rest of Canada and the world is coming to understand that as well. Encore une fois.
Once again, benefit of this day and be proud of the role that we have all played in order to support all our accomplishments.
And be proud of the part that we have all played in getting us to this event. Thank you. Merci.
Thank you.
Please welcome now Her Honor, the Honorable Brenda Murphy, Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick. Accueillons son honneur.
Let's receive our Honorable Brenda Murphy, Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick.
Merci, Monique.
Thank you, Monique.
Premier Higgs, party leaders, les chefs de parti,
Party leaders, distinguished guests,
friends, chers amis.
dear friends.
C'est un plaisir
It is a pleasure to be here amongst you this afternoon to celebrate the New Brunswick Day. The last 16 months have tested us, but New Brunswick and everywhere have known to adapt to all the obstacles that we faced. And today, we are celebrating all our accomplishments.
thrilled to be here today as we continue to navigate the long path to recovery. As we begin to return to normal, let's safeguard the progress we've made by remaining vigilant and taking precautions to slow the spread of COVID-19. We cannot take our success for granted, and we cannot thank enough our public leaders, many of whom are here today, and particularly our essential workers for the roles that they have played in our collective accomplishments. Soyons reconnaissants envers.
Let's recognize the essential workers wherever their field of work that have worked hard in order to offer us the best services possible. And now, by maintaining the chains of food and material, you have allowed us to conserve a semblance of normality. Thank you very much.
New Brunswickers have faced many hardships. Our eyes have been opened to the systemic injustices and inequalities that exist in our society. We cannot unsee them, nor do we want to. Les injustices et les
Injustices and social inequities have finally been exposed. Now we can target solutions to resolve the things that concern to us, the issues that concern to us. I am trustful that we are be able to work to reach our common goals in spite of our differences on an individual basis. Together, we can create sustainable change.
demonstrated an incredible amount of strength, resilience, and compassion throughout this pandemic. We've witnessed so many acts of generosity on behalf of complete strangers, so many acts of kindness that have lifted neighbors and friends out of precarious situations. We have set the bar high. Let's continue to be mindful of one another, to support one another, and to celebrate each and every person who makes up this incredible province. Enjoy this day. You've earned it. Profitez de votre journée.
Enjoy this day. You have well deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please welcome, accueillons chaleureux
Let's welcome our Premier.
Brunswick, the Honorable Blaine Higgs.
Three months ago, I couldn't even touch this thing. So we have made progress. Bonjour, mes amis.
Good day.
But short and simple, so merci beaucoup.
Merci. Thank you.
Well, I had a little more I wanted to go through, actually. So this is a day for New Brunswick. This is a day when we celebrate each other. This is a day of what we've done together to think about how far we've come in the past 18 months as one society, as one rebuilding our province together. And I want to thank each of you for joining us here today. I also would like to recognize their honors, Mr. Speaker and Mrs. Oliver, my fellow honorary co-chairs, Mr. Merlonson, Mr. Kuhn, and Mr. Austin. We also have Fredericton Mayor Kate Rogers, Chief Polchis from St. Mary's First Nation, and Jenica Atwin, the Member of Parliament, as well as numerous colleagues that are here from across and around the province. Thank you for attending. I also want to recognize my lovely wife. Of 43 years, we just celebrated our anniversary. Well, I don't know if she calls it a celebration yet. One to come. We have our whole family home at the time, so that's celebration enough. So we also have 3 daughters here and 3 grandchildren, so it's great to have, once again, be open to the rest of Canada. The past 17 months has indeed been challenging in so many ways. We have all had to adapt to new public health guidelines, and many of us have struggled with isolation and the additional challenges of the pandemic. I want to offer my sincere condolences to all the families who have lost loved ones during this past 18 months.
The last 17 months were very difficult. We had to adapt to the new directives from public health, and many amongst us struggled against isolation and the challenges caused by the pandemics. I offer my condolences to all the people who lost a dear friend or a family member.
And shared a moment of silence to remember the 46 individuals who lost their lives to COVID-19. We also honor the hard work, service, and determination of so many New Brunswickers in the face of this challenge. Today, we are stepping forward to a new chapter and a brighter future. The pandemic has taught us that when we work together, we indeed can achieve great things as a province. Nous devons faire mieux.
We have to do better. The pandemic has taught us that when we work together, we can realize everything that we want.
A day like no other. It is your day, a time to experience what we're so proud about to be living here in New Brunswick. A time to embrace and celebrate that we have entered a new phase, and it's all thanks to everyone in this province and to you here today. You have shown that we can beat the odds, that we can lead our country and even the world. So many of you who rose up when called upon, thousands were on the front lines to help keep New Brunswickers safe. Healthcare professionals, emergency responders, and educators all adapted and innovated. People worked in new ways, like the forest rangers, conservation officers, public safety inspectors, and many others who supported our border control efforts to protect New Brunswick and the entire Atlantic region. Grocery store workers, cleaners, pharmacists, office supply stores, technology installers, and truck drivers have kept household and businesses up and running and supply chains moving. Caring New Brunswickers, they sewed masks by the thousands and donated them to their communities to help keep us all safe. Friends and co-workers delivered groceries and goodwill to isolated New Brunswickers. Loved ones performed window visits, concerts outside of nursing homes to put a smile on the faces of elderly. The compassion and empathy you have shown has been nothing short of amazing. Nous sommes passés en...
We has gone through the green phase earlier than to the increase of vaccination rates. Over many cases, and New Brunswickers are determined to stay safely.
You won't be disappointed to learn that my daily show, I should say our daily show, or I should say Dr. Russell's daily show, has not been picked up for another season. Now, maybe though, we're talking about a sequel, but we're going to call it Beyond COVID. Dr. Russell, what do you think? Where are you? We've had to find something else now to occupy our afternoons. Our businesses also put the province first, and we will be forever grateful. From the gin distillery that adapted to make hand sanitizer, to the aquaculture company that started making face masks, I say thank you, but there are only 2 examples of so many that came forward. You are all the real heroes of this story, and it's a story that is being told right across our country. Our bold moves have attracted attention from leaders, private investors, and top talent. Vous êtes tous les vrais héros.
You are the real heroes of this story. And it is a history that is being told in all countries. We attracted the attention of directors, investors, private investors, and better talents as well.
Interest in New Brunswick. A renewed interest that goes well beyond our borders. People from across Canada and around the world want to come and raise their families right here in New Brunswick. New Brunswickers who had moved away are once again looking at returning home. You are continuing to support each other by buying local food, enjoying staycations, and spending many different ways to help local retailers through these difficult times. Our province's official motto is Spem Redexit, which means hope restored. And that's exactly what we've done together over the past 17 months. You've built a momentum, and that will be unstoppable if we seize this opportunity to show the world just how great New Brunswick can be. So today, let's celebrate together. Let's stand proudly in our collective achievements. And let's commit to moving forward with a confidence because we've rediscovered all that is possible right here in New Brunswick. Alors, aujourd'hui...
So today, let's celebrate together. Let us be proud of our accomplishments and move ahead with the confidence because we have rediscovered all the possibilities that exist when we work together.
To end by thanking the New Brunswick Day co-chairs, Minister Jill Green and Dominic Carty, Minister Tammy Scott Wallace, Minister of Tourism, Heritage and Culture. After all, this is a tourism event of great magnitude, and they've been promoting the province all over the province in every corner, and everyone needs to get to see our beautiful province. I want to thank our COVID Cabinet Committee members, including Kevin Vickers, because at the beginning, it was a novel approach to addressing a chronic situation, and we worked as one team, listening to the science of public health and making decisions together, and New Brunswick has been the benefactor. I want to thank Cheryl Hansen, our Chief Operating Officer, Clerk of the Executive Council, and Head of the Public Service, who brought our teams together from tearing down department borders and making us one GNB. No matter where you work, this time it was a common focus. This time there was a will to help every New Brunswicker and keep them safe. I want to thank Dr. Jennifer Russell, who gave us a steady leadership throughout the entire pandemic. We do indeed have a beautiful province to be proud about. This is about identifying our collective potential as New Brunswickers, about thinking how great we can be. It's about encouraging each other, and it's about being the very best, and to reinvent New Brunswick at a time that we're on a roller coaster of momentum. It's about showing the world that the humble province that has traditionally been known as a have-not province suddenly has it all. COVID has changed our perspective on life family, and potential. Merci.
Thank you. Benefit of all these festivities. Good New Brunswick Day. Happy New Brunswick Day.
So much for being part of this success story.
All right, let's take the celebration on this side of the area. So if you want to turn your attention to the performance stage, thank you so much to the Honorable Blaine Higgs, our Premier, for these inspiring words. Come on over, folks. For the rest of the show, we have other artists who are getting ready to come on up on stage en attendant que les artistes.
While waiting for the artists and the public to come back on the stage, I'd like to thank Sergeant at Arms.
Once again to the Sergeant at Arms, Gilles Côté, for allowing us to use this lovely location for a celebration. Now, who thinks this should become a tradition? Every time we celebrate New Brunswick, we should gather here in Fredericton, in front of the Legislative Assembly building, and have a big party with the Sergeant at Arms who will give us his blessing for us to gather here. So let's hope that this is the first of many New Brunswick Day celebrations that we will have here in Fredericton. Commençons une tradition.
Let's start a tradition. Let's gather together here at each New Brunswick Day to celebrate together. Now there's our Premier who made a inspiring speech by inspiring themselves from the 7 last months that we've just lived through together in New Brunswick. What you might not know is that the Premier is going to be part of the show here on the stage.
Our Premier, I made that mistake once. I introduced our Premier as our Prime Minister. You should have seen the Facebook messages I got that night. Our Premier will be part of the show later tonight, so you don't want to miss that. So I want to give a quick thanks to the sponsors and the event sponsors before we move along with the next performances. So please get your hands together to thank J.D. Irving, the Port of St. John, Le Port de Belledune, Medavie, Le Groupe Westco, the City of Fredericton, Downtown Fredericton, St. Mary's First Nation, the Business of Fredericton North, and the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to welcome 2 renowned poets for the next part of the performances here on stage. On va avoir le privilège.
We'll have the privilege to welcome 2 renowned artists. I'll present them as poets, but they're artists that are doing a lot of good work in their chosen profession.
And moved to the Maritimes from Los Angeles. When he first came to the Maritimes, what caught his attention was how friendly people were. And that's why he decided to move to New Brunswick. He now lives in St. John. Clyde Ray is an author, a poet, a producer, a director, a playwright, a performer, having had his work performed in notable places such as New York, Los Angeles, Denmark, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and soon in Fredericton here. Today, he will be performing an original poem about New Brunswick written for this event. Joignez-vous à moi pour accueillir chaleureusement l'artiste.
Let's welcome the Clyde Gray, singer and poet.
Boy, there are a lot of you folks out there. It's nice to see anybody, quite frankly. Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. I wrote this because they asked me to, and it's entitled Stepping Forward. Before you, the sky was blessed with vast rainbows. Air wasn't noxious, it was clear. Before your ancestors and you, the sky was filled with bald eagles whose wings whispered in the wind. Before you and your ancestors, peregrine falcons vocalized and nested on the tops of trees. Before you, the giant moose roamed the wood unimpeded. Before you, Owls kept the rodent population to a minimum. Before you, the indigenous nations made footpaths and trails coming down from the hills. You that paddled upriver for a new life. You that fell in love with the view of Mount Carlton. You that crossed the ocean under billowing sails, fleeing persecution and strife. You that parked yourselves by Grand Lake. You that named an untamed land St. John. You are now New Brunswickers that daily stand beneath the wealth of a canopy of trees. You that cross borders from north, east, south, and west for salvation are now earth squatters and its caretakers. You all, each and every one of you, no exceptions, whose ancestors came from distant lands in colors that would make a rainbow blush. You must find harmony, harmony with Mother Earth and each other, sharing pride and dignity like the highest of the Fundy tides. New Brunswick can reach greater heights if we understand that harmony with self and each other is the most beautiful, magnificent key to a better life for all, regardless of ethnicity. Thank you.
Merci, Clyde.
Thank you, Clyde Grape. Ensuite, il est bien connu au Nouveau-Brunswick et si vous ne le suivez pas sur les médias sociaux, vous devriez.
Le prochain artiste.
Artist, go to your phone and follow or your tablet, author, poet.
Brian J. Francis of Elsipogtok First Nation is an accomplished filmmaker. His major concern is the survival of the Mi'kmaq people and their culture. He recently released his first book, Between Two Worlds, Spiritual Writings and Photographs. He will be reading from this book today. Brian currently has work at the Wabanaki Art Exhibit on Gallery on Queen, and he is currently working on a CBC documentary. And if you ask him what he's doing these days, the list is always inspiring and really long. Permettez-moi d'accueillir très chaleureusement.
Let's welcome warmly our multidisciplinary artists of the First Nation of Elsipogtok, Brian Prentice. Bonjour.
I wish I had Clyde's voice. Gisol ni wabeg mo in Deluisi. Walali na delib kisulin gisko la nagwe. Walali ek dandel mawali ek jojiglu nago higinamu ek. Walali ek uchi digan eskemo dijig. Brenda Murphy, Premier Higgs. Kisigo na majuino Akilo. Walali ek dandel beidayo. Adamon ne glut no chad no la dandel lugudi ek la nige gisko. Good afternoon, elders. Your Honor, Brenda Murphy, Premier Higgs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ninwabeg Muinde Luisi. My English name is Brian Francis, but my spirit name is White Bear. I thank you for the invitation to be part of this celebration on traditional Wolastoqiyik territory. I thank Sagam Polchis for welcoming us here on this day. You'll notice Sagam Polchis has a beautiful headdress full of beautiful eagle feathers. I only have two, So I'm not a Sargam. That's how you can tell. But I'm a very proud Mi'kmaq person and a member of one of the original nations of this country. I am humbled to represent our nations in this event that helps to bring our communities together. Even more so now, as we enter a new phase of a new normal, we can celebrate how we have worked together as a province this past year and a half. C'est avec beaucoup de fierté.
It is with a lot of pride and humility that I represent the First Nations, El Sepoktuk, and as a Mi'kmaq in this day that brings us together as communities. Moreover, we can celebrate today the work of the last year that brings us through a more normalcy phase.
Part of today's event, I said I would be glad to. But what is it that you would like me to do? I asked Heather. She said, I don't know. What do you do? I said, well, I don't sing and I don't dance, but I have a book that I've published. Maybe I can read from that. So I will do that, because you don't really want me to sing and dance. So, like I said, I wrote a book called Between Two Worlds, and I'm going to read some excerpts from the book. And if you're interested, it's for sale in one of the tents over there. The first poem I'd like to read is called The Gratitude Ceremony. Like most of my writings, thoughts, messages, words come to me from a higher plane. Some people call these downloads. This one I got while meditating by a stream at one of my favorite places in Maine. It's called the Gratitude Ceremony. As I sat upon the stone in the cold stream, I listened closely to absorb the wisdom of the grandfathers. I listened to the rustling wind amongst the tall oaks that provided shelter from the sweltering summer sun. I struggled to become still in this peaceful environment. I heard the stream as it ran around and past the stone of which I connected to the great mystery. At first, a dragonfly fluttered past my eyes. I followed him. He landed close by, then another. As I closed my eyes to pray, several dragonflies arrived. As if to acknowledge my offerings of sacredness and prayer, I closed my eyes. I prayed to these ancient ones who come when summoned in ceremony. I asked in a good way for them to hear my prayers. As I sat in the calmness, I heard the sounds of the ancient ones around me. I know they have heard, and I give thanks to their embrace of love, light, and peace. Tears of gratitude flow from my eyes. Ancient memories of pain and suffering endured over time, released in this peaceful realm of peace. I acknowledge them, and I thank them, and send them back from whence they came, to go back in a good way, to take my prayers to the great mystery, and for peace and wellness for my spirit. These words I have to give you, and the gradual healing of my soul. Thank you. My second poem, I guess, is not only about how different we all are, but how different we are to how other people know us. It's called Difference. As different as the night is to the day, the fire is to the ice. As different as the moon is to the sun, I am different too. What I may appear may only be what I reveal. I am as good as I am not good. Silent suffering may have taken its toll. My outer appearance is not my inner soul. I express the thoughts ever so eloquently. I paint the prettiest of pictures. But only the myriad of my jumbled voids of my mind will truly understand I speak with many voices, but seldom do they hear. From the ashes I came on, to the dust I will be. I lived this world the best I could, certainly not untainted, but also not in filth. I lived to return with not much guilt, as different as the cool stream which runs ever so freely to its vastness, to the sweltering desert as it sits still in the heat. I can feel its solitude and hear its lonely voice. My pain may be my greatest companion, and loneliness my greatest friend. Thank you. I'm very glad and very honored to be able to celebrate with you what we refer to as New Brunswick Day. We are very fortunate to be able to gather and enjoy and participate in this celebration. Je suis très content être
I'm very happy to be honored to have been invited to celebrate New Brunswick Day. We're lucky to be able to meet and benefit from this celebration together.
These past few weeks, a number of remains of Indigenous children have been found on the grounds of the Indian residential schools. 1,505 bodies of children, Indigenous children, have been discovered in graves. I don't want to put a damper on these celebrations so early, but let us at least take a moment to reflect on the short lives of these children and the fact that they never got a chance to celebrate much of anything. This fact in our history was kept hidden for so long, and now that we all know the truth, we are obligated to do something about it, not for our own conscience, but for the memory and the spirit of the children who died. We must learn from this traumatic event, otherwise they would have died for nothing. Firstly, we need to acknowledge that there were wrongs committed to the Indigenous people of our lands. We must acknowledge that the powers that were intentionally caused harm to many of our people. And we must now acknowledge that we need to do something about the wrongs committed to our people. Only by acknowledging the past can we work towards a future with each other, and a future that we can all embrace. My next poem is called Muted Tones. I lived in a different world, a dark black world of alone. I saw color within the confines of my soul, but lived a life of muted tones. All I ever wanted was to be seen, to be heard, not even to be understood. I spoke and no one listened, so I spoke to the demons of my mind. I know who I am, I know where I've been. Treading the deep waters of life, I still paddled towards the shores. I am surrounded with mixed minds and bodies, mixed eyes and mixed feelings. I am here, yet I am not seen. I scream, but in muted tones. I recoiled into the place of my comfort, the comfort of the dreams, the comfort of the darkness which kept me safe. The colors of the palette will eventually fade, and the words of the heart eventually forgotten. I stood up now and again, uncovered myself to experience breath. It is beautiful, just as I had always imagined, but overwhelming for the jumbled mind like mine. I know the confines of my soul. I may rise once again. I may speak once again, for someone may hear the muted tones. Thank you. Walalio, thank you everyone. Merci beaucoup. I hope
Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
enjoy yourself on this New Brunswick Day. Thank you. Walalio, merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Brian Francis.
And to Clyde Ray. We're going to now transition into a block of performances organized by the Multicultural Association of Fredericton. Donc, on va maintenant faire place à des...
We'll now have artists who represent different cultures and a block of performances that were organized by the Multicultural Association of Fredericton. And before we go to that block of performances, all over the lawn, there are also free kinds of free.
Today there is free ice cream, there are free cupcakes. Give me a second here. You should all get your free refillable water bottle. There's a refill station at the very end of the area here. So everybody get your hands on a free refillable water bottle. Lots of free stuff. So let's start off Fredericton's Multicultural Association performances with a Bollywood dance. It's a night before the wedding of a girl. And the artist performing this dance is Michelle Rennie. Did I say that right, Michelle? Yes, Michelle Rennie from the Association of Indo-Canadian of Fredericton. Go ahead. And that message at the end. Bravo, Michelle Rennie. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Their vaccine. Si vous n'avez pas encore eu votre vaccin.
If you didn't get your vaccine or your second dose of vaccine, there's a clinic at the present time at the Crown Plaza.
Going on until 5 p.m. So for another 35 minutes. So if someone wants to go for their first or second dose, you can do that at the Crown Plaza. So let's keep it going, again with the Multicultural Association of Fredericton, this time with the Scottish community, we're going to have a performance from the Nicole Odo School of Highland Dance.
Yeah, well, she runs like a bike.
Do my thing. Thank you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you to the Fredericton Scottish community. How's everybody doing? Est-ce que ça va toujours bien?
Everything going well still?
It is for you to stick around. There is a world premiere coming up in not too long, in a few numbers still. We're going to have a world premiere dance troupe. I think we could call them the COVID-19 dance troupe, maybe. So stick around. You don't want to miss that. You want to have your cell phones ready. You want to film the whole thing. But before we get there, we have a more serious performance. We are very privileged. On est privilégié d'accueillir quelqu'un.
We are privileged to have somebody from Ukrainian Association, la communauté.
Come, the beautiful singer, Alex Gunchik, and she will perform a song called The Eighth Color, La Huitième Couleur.
The eighth color.
Can you hear me well? Thank you for your support. So, my song, the name of my song is Eighth Color, and it's about a guy who fell for a woman, and he is comparing her to a rainbow, meaning that she is so self-sufficient. She has everything, all those colors, and he begging her, being her at least eighth color, being her white color, and it sounds much more beautiful than I'm saying it. Like, I can't translate it from Ukrainian right now, at least. Just trust me, it's beautiful. Thank you. По воді і назад озирався, а потім побачив тебе у воді. Я так закохався, веселка зариця небес. І закортіло всі хмари нагору загнати і витерти броди з обличчя і ніг, щоб понизити сором, навіки залишитись тут. Хочеш, я твоїм кольором буду, восьмим кольором, восьмим чудом білим, я буду білим, як сніг, якщо ти ним бути дозволиш мені. Хочеш, я твоїм кольором буду, восьмим кольором, восьмим чудом білим, я буду білим, як сніг, що ти не бути, дозволиш мені. Дозволиш, я знаю, натягнуться струни, порвуться і я полечу. Я буду співати, у небі літаю, замрію життям заплачу. Я буду проміння запаті тримати гарячі, як жовті вогні, і губи безодню небе цілувати, ніхто не западить мені. Хочеш, я твоїм кольором буду, восьмим кольором, восьмим чудом білим, я буду білим, як сніг, якщо ти не бути дозволиш мені. Хочеш, я твоїм кольором буду, восьмим кольором, восьмим чудом білим, я буду білим, як сніг, якщо ти не бути дозволиш мені. Буду
Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Quelle voix, Alex!
What a voice.
So much. Where did that voice come from? That little teeny tiny body and that voice. Wow, quelle voix extraordinaire.
What an extraordinary voice. Later on tonight, on the stage, you can see Matt Como, Mike Bigger Band, Tomato, 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 Hey, hey, babies. So there's still a lot of music to come.
This is from extraordinary New Brunswick artists going on until 9:45 tonight, after which there will be fireworks. So be sure to stick around. Who we are currently going to welcome now are two different performances from the African Association. So put your hands together. Accueillez chaleureusement.
Please put your hands together for Owen Golden.
Brayton P on the beat.
Your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh. No love, I never believed that love existed. Before I saw your face. No love, I never believed that love existed. Before I saw your face, you became my love, my love, my love, my love. Baby, you're magical, same on fire. You deserve my crown, my queen, never let you down. I'ma love you die, I'ma love you die, yeah, yeah. Your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh, your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh, let's go. Did you know how sweet is your love? Let me tell you now, your love is sweeter than honey. Did you know how sweet is your love? Let me tell you now, your love is sweeter than honey. She call me papi, I call her mommy. Such a sweetie, I like her body. Body, so nice body. Hey. Body, so fun body. Body, so fun body. Body, so nice body. You deserve my crown, my queen, never let you down. I'ma love you die, I'ma love you die, yeah, yeah. Your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh, your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh, your love got me addicted. Baby, you're my superwoman. Oh, body, so nice body. Hey. Body, so fun body. Body, so fun body. Body, so nice body. Let's go. Thanks, everyone.
Owen Golden, merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
All right, again with the African Association, this time we will welcome performers Hero. Oh, no, there's a mic up there. Have fun. The big number.
Doing? How you guys doing? Sir, it's good, it's good, it's good. My name is Hero B, I'm from Freddy. I love music, as you can see. Yes, sir. I'm ready. Choo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Baby girl, tell me what you want. Gonna give you what you want. Anything you want, baby girl. Yeah, just tell me. Like you do me nice, you freak me nice, you make me sing a song for you. You the special girl, you my queen girl. Fish my money on, fish my body on. Wife your daddy on, shake your daddy on. Give me sweet love, yo. Show me some love, yo. Yeah, you make it bomb and you wanna sing a song. Yeah. You mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, yeah, you mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, yeah. Give me sweet love, yo. Show me some love, yo. Nobody special if I hands up kuna mukubikora girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Urukuna wani special if I hands up kuna mukubikora girl. You give me love I never see before. You give me love I never see. Show me love, girl. Give me love, girl. Sweet love, girl. Don't let me go, girl. Hold me, girl. Kiss me, girl. Dance to my soul, show love, girl. Don't cool it down, girl. Keep on the fire. Your body's a fire. Your body's a fire, girl. Yeah, your body's a fire. Waste. Call me sugar daddy, yo. Call me Mr. Love, yo. Call me body man, yo. Yeah, yeah. You mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, nah. You mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, yeah. You mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, yeah. You mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, yeah. You, yeah, yeah. Mine, you mine. You mine, you mine. Oh, nah. Thank you.
Merci, Hero.
Thank you, Hero.
All right. La pandémie a...
The pandemic has changed a lot of things for everyone. One of the new things that we have to change is the way of greeting each others.
Changed a lot of things, obviously. And one of the things that it has changed is our way of greeting each other, right? So we're trying to avoid to give each other a handshake, and we're going to transition into an elbow shake. Have you seen people doing that? Giving each other the elbow shake? Try it with your neighbor right now. Do a little elbow shake, everybody. Oh, come on now. I want to see you elbow shaking with each other. Test it out. Now, when I was growing up, my father told me that when you give a handshake to someone, You have to give a firm handshake to show your confidence. So how do we do that with the elbow? Do we like give it away like that? Is that the new way of, huh? So we're going to do the elbow shake now. And to celebrate the elbow shake, afin que tout le monde,
so that everybody can learn how to do it.
on the help of the Calathumpians. They are a dance troupe here in Fredericton. So come on in front, a dance group, the Calathumpians. Did I say that right, girls? Oh, you're not a dance group? Oh, you're a dance group. So the Calathumpians are going to show us how to do the elbow shake and to do it in a fun way. And now, because we wanted to add a little something special, put your hands together for the world premiere, la première.
For the world premiere of a dance group called the COVID-19 group.
For the dancers who will inspire themselves from the Calathumpians. So I will let them take the stage. Je vais leur donner la chance de s'installer.
I'll give them the chance to come on stage.
Oh, come on, folks. We can do better than that. Yes.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Good for them.
Brunswick Day, bon fête, Nouveau-Brunswick.
Happy New Brunswick Day.
Wonderful dance troupe up here. And they're going to do a new dance number for New Brunswick. It's a bilingual dance number. It's called the Elbow Jam, or J'aime le coude. J'aime le coude. Do you love the coude? Love the coude. Are you ready? Yeah.
Okay, so you get here, so you can do the dance. Okay, so we're all going to learn from the Calathumpians first,
I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones. Or grab your love partner.
All right, let's keep our eyes on the Calathumpians for now.
Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down.
All right, dancers on stage, warm up.
Put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left now. To the right. Now take your left hand
one last
put
time,
it on
and
your
then it's
side.
gonna count. One last time.
Gonna roll your shoulders. Do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down and get it.
Everybody in the crowd.
For 4 other rounds, dancers, are you ready?
Take a sip.
On va le faire ensemble.
Back, put your hips in it.
All right, let's take it away.
Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time around.
Come on, folks.
Round and round you go. It's time to show out right now. And take to
There are any dance teachers here today? You might find your next protege.
Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. And lean back, put your hips in it.
All right, a big hand for the Calathumpians and for our dancers. Bravo. Bravo.
Congratulations. Bravo.
So we're trying to have fun, on s'amuse.
We're trying to have fun with our elbows.
Shake or elbow bump or elbow, whatever you want to call it. But this is a very serious and very important message. And I don't think there is a better person to talk to us about the importance of this message than the person who has led us in the last 17 months. And she has shown so much leadership and inspiration. Joignez-vous à moi pour accueillir chaleureusement.
Allow me to receive Dr. Jennifer Russell, Chief Medical Officer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here today.
For being here today. So this was a fun way to help people be more comfortable with elbow bumps as opposed to handshakes. I see lots of people wearing masks today, and I'm really grateful that people feel comfortable doing that. So it's a choice that we can make to stay healthy and protect ourselves. We also have a wonderful opportunity for a vaccination today at the Crown Plaza, and my understanding it's going really well. Lots of people showing up for first doses. Alors pour les gens ici.
So for people here today, I see that many people of you are wearing masks, and I find that grateful because it feels that you're comfortable wearing masks, and that's a good choice to make, to be able to do. And I also like to say that there's a vaccination clinic at the Crown Plaza today, and I know that there are many people who have shown up, and there's still time, I believe, to get vaccinated at the Crown Plaza. So thank you very much for being here today and to celebrate with us. What a nice day.
So well today, so really grateful for that. Thank you, everyone.
Merci, Dr. Russell. Thank you. Bravo à tous les danseurs.
Bravo to all the dancers.
Une bonne main d'applaudissements.
Give them a hand.
Puis j'aimerais ça aussi profiter.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to, since we're all gathered together, to thank all the people who represent us and who have shown so much leadership at moments that were not easy.
Us to acknowledge and to thank the people who represent us all over the province. Hello. Who have shown so much courage and leadership in the last 17 months. So join yourselves to me. Joignez-vous à moi. On va leur...
Join myself to give them a good round of applause.
Who have done such a fantastic job in the last 17 months. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Take a short break. You will hear a lot of New Brunswick music on the speakers. We're going to get the stage ready for our next performer, Matt Como. On revient bientôt avec le...
We're coming back with the next artist, Matt Como.